Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the original Donkeykast. I am your person on the show, Justin. With me is,
Your other person on the show, Eric.
yeah, there he
Look,
is.
person.
I yeah, neither of us are hosts, right? That's why I got tripped up. Are we
We're all
both
hosts.
hosts? Are
Everybody.
we co-hosts?
You're the. I think you're the host. I'm the sidekick.
I don't know if it's a sidekick when you're the when there's two people. I don't think
Yeah.
that's
There's
possible.
nobody else. There's no other go.
Yeah, that's like the Joker as Batman's sidekick. It doesn't that doesn't make any sense. There's only two. Well, that was a bad analogy. Whatever.
Well, one of us has to be an adversary now.
Uh-huh. I think it's pretty obviously gonna be me. um so well, I know what I'm gonna end up talking about mostly, but what do you want to talk about first?
Well, the thing I'm most excited about is that SNES Classic, Super Nintendo.
Did you get one?
Yep.
Really?
So that's coming my way, and I get
Oh,
to
you
play that.
fucking you West Coaster. You were probably still up when they fucking put those out, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, it was like
My Trump news
1:30.
addiction. Yeah, paid off.
Yeah, that's pretty
Worth it
awesome.
for time. Yeah, I texted you. I don't you I think
Oh,
I
you
saw you got
did?
it like
Yeah, you did. I didn't see it till I woke up, and it was like, well, that's
right.
useless.
Yeah.
Nothing I could do
I
about
thought about
this.
calling, but then I was like, he probably wouldn't hear it anyway.
I don't even I don't think I had enough money in my account at the time anyway.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to pay it, right? Or do you just pre-order?
Yeah,
You have to
yeah.
pay. Yeah.
Then it shows up on release date.
Uh-huh. That's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm psyched.
Yeah. You should try to get
I
another
feel like
one so
yeah.
then you can sell it.
Yeah.
People.
I probably could have. I think they went on sale at Walmart that night too or something.
Hmm.
I went to bed after I got it because I was like, I felt like I accomplished something, and all I did was buy something.
Yeah. That's
Like,
funny.
I can go to sleep feeling good right now. I think another one came out later,
Yeah.
so missed.
That's good though. They limited to one, I heard, per person.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a shame. I mean, that's good actually because then cut
yeah,
scalpers out, or
yeah,
it cuts the ones out that don't have multiple accounts, so none of them.
right.
uh,
Yeah, they're all like you could already look and see on eBay a ton of stuff. They're all like
yeah,
hitting it early, and I think
of
you can even
course.
report them because it's too soon. It
What?
has to be like 30 days or something.
Really? Before it comes out?
Yeah,
For,
yeah,
oh, because you have to get the product within 30 days after a sale is made or something?
yeah. I think so. I think it's something like that.
Huh. That's interesting.
But
Well,
I saw people wanting to be vengeful and doing that, and I was just like, "Well, I got one, so I guess I'm not too concerned."
like reporting them.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of Schadenfreude lately. That seeing like everybody's heartache. There are lots of professional games journalists who all they can write is, "I didn't get one." I'm
Yeah.
like, look, I got one.
Yeah. Totally. Vinny went on quite the rant on the Giant Beast cast. That was pretty funny. I just listened to that.
Yeah,
That's cool though. I'm glad you got one. Um,
yeah. Hopefully, I can stream some stuff by then.
you think? Yeah, I suppose you probably could stream out of that thing. It's a
Yeah,
HDMI. Why
take.
not?
Mhm.
Nice, nice. That's cool. Yeah. As far as video games, I've been playing StarCraft.
Oh yeah, how's
Yeah,
that?
the remaster. It's fun. I forgot how much I like RTS,
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
I'd like to play it against somebody, but the single player is fun too. It's been so long since I feel like I'm gonna play through this thing, and then I'm probably gonna buy StarCraft 2
Oh, okay.
and then get into that because I don't think like I look through the multiplayer stuff and it's like this game is just a fresh coat of paint. Like
Okay.
everything else is the same. So like
Yeah.
you can't just like click I want to play multiplayer, match me up. No, it's like a list of game like people you make games and you know how it used to be
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
where it's like fuck I no
Yeah.
not doing this.
Right.
Uh, but it is really I still like the single player. It's funny because I love when a remaster lets you press a button to see how it used to look and it switches like instantly. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And you
That
just
is.
hit that, it's just a blurry mess. And you're like, oh wow, it is a lot better. Holy shit. Like you don't realize how like how impressive the update is until you do that. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Even
And it,
especially with this big widescreen, so it's just like scrunched and blurry, just like a little blobs. It's kind of fun. I do it way too much, probably.
yeah. I feel like I would do that all the time.
Yeah,
I find myself just holding it.
that's a lot of fun though. I never played the original StarCraft, so it's cool.
Yeah, I
Um,
didn't either.
it's more down to earth than I thought. At least of what I've played of StarCraft 2, which seemed like almost anime.
Hmm.
It's
Got it.
very like my villain calls themselves the Confederacy at this point. Like the guy I'm fighting, like the Earth enemy is the Confederacy, which is kind of
God.
funny.
Yeah. Timely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Who
totally
would
what I was
have
thinking. And they're red. um, what have you been playing? 3DS, I saw.
Yeah, some of that. Um, some Wii U stuff. I've been watching a lot of videos for the Super Nintendo games that I'm about to play. Since I missed that whole generation, I
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't know, have been. There are certain games that have reputations
Hmm.
that not only do I not know the reputation, I've never even heard of the game. So it's like, oh, I get to hopefully, like, I eventually stopped watching stuff because it's like, I do want to experience this stuff as if for the first time if I don't know
Hmm.
that Super Ghosts and Goblins or Ghouls and Goblins or whatever that one is called. If I don't
Yeah.
know that's supposed to be hard,
For
I
sure.
don't know.
It is.
Yeah, that's why that was when I stopped. I was like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine knowing that. But I also don't want Star Fox 2 spoiled in any way. There's like a few
I don't think
things.
you could you?
Earthbound.
Nobody's played it.
Yeah, no.
That's the
Well,
one
there
new
are
one.
certain people. I think maybe it's not too much footage, but there have been some people playing stuff.
Oh
Because the
yeah.
day that
I watched the first
pre-orders came out, I
yeah.
think the whatever was lifted
Yeah,
embargo.
certain press definitely got one.
Yeah,
I watched like 9 minutes of Star Fox 2 or something, and
yeah,
that was cool. I'd still like to
yeah,
play it. Absolutely.
yep,
But yeah, that's kind of funny. I missed the SNES generation too.
yeah.
It,
I feel fortunate to get back in on it
yeah,
since it was amazing.
yeah. We definitely lost out. We picked the wrong we backed the wrong horse on that one. That
Yeah, but
I mean, I didn't have a choice. Like somebody bought me a Genesis.
yeah, I think it was the same for me too. I was the youngest. The upside
Yeah.
though is Sonic was cool, and I feel
Yes.
like you needed to experience it at the time, whereas
Yeah.
the Super stuff holds up. It all holds up. Not that Sonic doesn't, but I feel like the appreciation for Sonic Mania is a lot because of the past versions.
Yeah.
The nostalgia. I
Uh
mean, I fucking love it, and I'm looking forward to it. But I totally get what it is.
yeah, yeah, Sonic Mania is that's kind of great. Like at this point,
Yeah,
there was no Sonic was the weirdest fucking franchise because you knew in your heart that they could do something with the Sonic franchise good.
yeah,
Well, you know, how could they not?
right.
Even if it's not a straight up Sonic game, that thing is just jam packed full of shit they could figure out a way to market, and they miss every single time.
I know.
Except maybe like Sonic Generations was okay, and Sonic Colors was all right, but neither of them were great. Not like Sonic
And
Mania seems to be.
and I feel like the gall of Sonic 4, the
The
gall.
gall of Sonic 4.
Like you named it Sonic 4, and then you had episode 1 and 2. Like you don't know what the fuck you're doing at all. You're making it so obvious. I feel like there was a clear progression of weird stuff. I'll grant it that. Sonic and Knuckles is gloriously weird.
Hmm.
But there was a trajectory they were on that they just like. I feel like Sonic 4, everybody knows that's got to be like Sonic Mania, the thing everybody wanted, as it turns
Yeah,
out.
and it was just a floaty pile of shit. It felt
Yeah.
so weird to play. Like, I
Dude,
remember,
I,
ugh,
yeah.
like you would see it and you'd be like, I mean, I don't know, it doesn't look that bad. Like
That's
everybody's saying
exactly
it's
what I was going
awful,
to say.
huh?
That was exactly what I was going to say. Is all the
Yeah,
screenshots looked good and the reviews were like
yeah, yeah,
so bad, like it plays awful, and I was still like, yeah, but it looks nice.
yeah. It looks like what I
I'm gonna,
want. I'm gonna give it a shot, and then you do, and
yeah.
you're like, wow. Well, what the fuck? It's like I'm playing Little Big Planet the Hedgehog.
There's a weird amount of things that stop you in place too. I remember,
Mm.
like
That's
for a game
always a
about momentum.
that's always a problem with Sonic. I feel
Yeah,
like whenever they're like, "All right, stop, do a little platforming." It's like I don't feel like this game was designed for this, man.
I
But
feel like
yeah,
Knuckles. That's what it's for. It's for Knuckles.
yeah, for Knuckles. God, I love the well, it's a mode you can unlock. I don't know if you heard of it. Maybe I should mention it. I don't know how much. I don't know what a spoiler is, but like,
Is it
there's
the
a
blank and blank version?
yeah. The wait, yeah, the and Knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knuckles and Knuckles.
That's great. I fucking love
Super
that.
funny.
It's
Yeah.
so funny. Just Knuckles and Knuckles. I hope they keep making these. I
Yeah.
From what I hear, the new levels they made are great.
hmm I watched some video before again deciding not to spoil it, but I
Mm.
loved that every take of kind of an old level remix of that idea with a remix of a song too. Like
Yes.
not only is the old level different in its own way, but that it's like I don't know, just so perfectly done.
Yeah.
The execution seems flawless. And that spoiler that you warned me not to.
Oh, you came across it?
Yeah. Oh, I
Wasn't
loved it.
that great? Was that
Yeah.
fucking
I
great?
hope there's a lot of stuff like that.
Oh my god. That's brilliant. Who would see that coming?
And I had the same reaction you did, which is once it happened, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I think I remember them saying this was in this
Yeah,
game.
right. I was like, I swear I heard about this, but I can't for the life of me remember when.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. I like that a lot. I'm really looking forward to playing it. It comes out on Tuesday for PC, I believe.
Cool.
And yeah, I'm
Are you gonna
definitely gonna
stream
check
some
that
of it?
out. Huh?
Are you gonna stream it?
Yeah, maybe I should. Why not? I feel like I have a problem streaming. I feel like my internet's not fast enough or something. I don't know. I have to figure it out. Like streaming live, but I can record just fine. But then again, whenever I'm streaming, I'm usually playing a game that's online. So maybe if I cut that part out, it would be okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Double duty.
yeah. Fucking well, what I've been mostly doing since last night is listening to Galactikon 2.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard it
Nice.
yet?
No. Does
It's
it have lyrics with it?
no. The son of a bitch is like, yeah, I'm not giving you lyrics. Figure it out. I think that's what's. I read that secondhand on a forum, but he says he's not gonna say. But
Yeah, that seems likely.
yeah,
People
it's
will break it down.
this one's gonna take a while. I've listened to it about 5 times, and I think I know 8 words. No, that's not true. It's probably more like 30, but um, when it's so story focused. Okay, so a few things. First of all, it seems like it is the end of the Death Clock story.
Okay.
Considering I think they die,
All right.
and that's not much of a spoiler because I'm not sure.
Right.
But it seems like it. One of the last songs, there's definitely you can it definitely seems like you can hear Nathan Pickles and Swiss Guards singing like we know we have to die, but at least we live good lives or something like that.
Yeah.
Something to that effect. Yeah, it's what the interesting thing about it, and something I didn't expect, is that it's not straight up Death Clock. It's also a continuation of Galactikon.
Oh, interesting. So
It's
it's like
like,
a crossover?
yeah,
Hmm.
and yeah, because the hero and the villain of Galactikon are definitely in it.
Hmm.
It's funny because they're all Brennan Small, but he sings in such
Yeah.
different ways with all of them that you could tell that they're different characters.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, he's a
yeah,
genius.
I know. Yeah, so good. It's so underappreciated. But to be fair, Metalocalypse is pretty fucking like impenetrable
Yeah,
for most
right.
people. A death metal cartoon, like yeah, ultra violent, but
Yeah.
so good.
So many barriers that
Yeah,
could super off-putting to people.
yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Fucking, I'm pretty sure Oftison is singing the chorus in the first song, which he just keeps repeating, "Magnetize the galaxy." I love it. It's great, especially what you. Yeah, it seems like it's okay. You know they have a song called "Mermaider" and "Mermaider 2."
Yeah.
There's another track in this one called "The Ocean Galactic," and it
Oh,
it starts up and it sounds exactly like Mermaider 1 and 2, like the intro does. But
yeah.
but it's about the villain from Galacticon. It's because that's like when he sings like Eddie Vedder, like his villain for Galacticon was basically Eddie Vedder.
Okay.
But it was I think like this guy called Beast Blade, I believe. And I feel like they're saying that he was the mermaider. Like all along. Like I feel like these universes are like combining. Like I think that's what's going on. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, and like
Oh,
I think they have to work together.
I
Like,
wonder if it was always meant to be that way, or if it was the only way he could use
yeah,
that
right,
clock with it.
right, for sure. Yeah, I wonder. I feel like a lot of that show is by the seat of the pants, but also
Yeah,
you could there were definitely things they planted early on, like their obsession with
yeah,
the ocean and all that stuff.
yeah.
Um, yeah,
And you can
it's
kind of build your own lore.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And like, so there's an album, like the CD and streaming sites, they all have the album in a certain order, but the real order that the story takes, according to Brendan Small, is the vinyl order, which is split into 3 acts.
Huh.
And it's a different order.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So do
Yeah.
you have to do that on your own basically? If you have it on
Um
Spotify.
yeah, I think on Reddit it seems like people are making Spotify playlists left and right of the real order.
There'd be a bunch of people on that, I suppose.
Yeah.
I was
Um
just like, oh shit, I gotta do research to listen to it right. This feels like I'm in the
yep.
70s and I needed a word of mouth
I kind of love
trick.
it.
Yeah, that's great.
It's kind of great. And the vinyl split into 3 sides, so each act you have to switch. You have to switch it up. It's kind of great.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I definitely you could definitely hear some Oftenson in it. Um, Sometimes I confuse Pickles with the hero from Galactikon, so sometimes I'm not sure if that's supposed to be Pickles
Okay.
or the hero from Galactikon, but I'm pretty sure it's the hero from Galactikon. Except in the second to last song, which is called "Could This Be the End," where he's clearly talking about how they have to die,
Yeah.
which is great, just to end it. But also, like, okay, so he keeps saying, "I know we have to die" and stuff like that, and whatever, and but then at the very end of the song, he says, "I know we have to die, but we're gonna live for now," or something like that. And it ends. It's
So it's
something.
kind of open-ended maybe a little bit.
Yeah, or he's just saying, "I'm gonna kill you first." I can't tell. Like, yeah, we'll die, but after I kill you, basically. But I'm
Okay.
not sure.
Gotcha.
But track 10 is "Could This Be the End?" And then track 11 is "Rebuilding a Planet," which is just an instrumental. The last one. So
That's great.
yeah,
Spoiler alert, they're gonna build a planet.
yeah. I wonder if it's like Earth's been destroyed and they rebuild a planet.
Yeah.
I really wish there were lyrics. Um, there's definitely a part in Become the Storm where he says something like I am forget the port, become the storm, or something like that. I like that.
Yeah.
But the second one, Nightmare, is definitely Nightmare, and then the third one is the Ocean Galactic, and those are definitely the villain from Galactikon. And like one of his first lines is like, what is it like? My dead heart keeps on beating. I'm the darkness you're feeling. Like, so it seems like the villain from Galactikon
Yeah.
is in this, or is the villain of Galactikon the half man from Metalocalypse? I don't know. Celestia is Asriel. Is that what do they call him? The guy Mark Hamill plays,
Yeah, I
the
don't
main
remember.
bad. God, I forgot that's Mark Hamill. It's so
Yeah.
good. Oh, yeah, I love My Name Is Murder. The My Name Is Murder. Did you not know?
Yeah.
It's I enjoy a lot. It sounds great. I love like his version of death metal is so like melodic compared to everything else. It makes it so much more enjoyable for me.
Yeah, I feel like that's how I can get into it. Like when I listen to the Doomstar Requiem,
Yeah,
the things that are definitely not metal don't seem out of place to me. You know what I mean?
sure.
Like when they go into the dream sequence and the happy place and all that stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, that's almost like home movies. It feels like
Yeah,
it sucks that that falling out with Adult Swim. That's pretty stupid of them.
yeah.
It seems like they're being pieces of shit.
Hopefully Netflix can like rescue them.
Yeah, maybe. But he flat out said on Steve H's podcast apparently that Death Clock is done now.
Hmm.
Like just like a day ago. Because some nerd went on Reddit. It was like, I was at the taping. He said it.
That sucks, but that also means, hey, Brendan Small can make a new thing. That'll be
Yeah,
real great.
true. He's making a Galactikon comic.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I like that. I'll check that out. Did you ever listen to the first album?
Um, I think so. I think I listened to it once, but I also didn't have lyrics or anything, so
Yeah, it's
it's
helpful.
all kind of a blur.
Yeah, I really like Galacticon, especially like considering he just made it because he had 3 days of studio time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Didn't know.
you didn't.
Yeah,
That was
amazing.
another way Adult Swim was kind of being shitty. It was like he had booked studio time, and they're like, "Yeah, okay." And then like he needed like approval at the last minute, so he couldn't start working on Death Album 3 until like they approved, like gave the final go ahead. So he's like, I already booked this fucking time. I'll just work on something else. So he made Galacticon.
Wow.
At least that's the story. Maybe he didn't make the whole thing in that time, but
Yeah.
it seemed like that from what he said. And yeah,
Yeah, wow.
I like it. It's like space metal, different, but and the story is so. I just love that the story is like about his wife leaves him and then starts dating his nemesis. And then he has like moral dilemma if he wants to go save her or not. uh, it's good. It's good. Or yeah, I don't know. I really want to see those fucking lyrics. When I
Yeah.
when I was listening to it the first time, and like I thought it was just gonna be straight Death Clock from what like that was the impression I got so far, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean that was all that was released, right? Was the My Name is Murder.
Yeah, and that was straight Death Clock, yeah. And yeah, like the second song, I was like, fucking, that's the guy from Galacticon. What the hell's going on? What is this exactly?
Right.
It's, yeah, I like it a lot. I definitely want to see the lyrics. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Even
would.
just having the like YouTube videos or whatever of certain things. Certain like I forget which ones, like the mermaider ones.
Oh, where the lyrics are
Things that we watched
displayed on the
together.
screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are way
Like
better.
I had no idea. You just watch it like, well, that all washed over me.
Yeah.
I had no clue. That was a pretty dense song, and I had no idea.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of it's funny how you can read the lyrics and then next time you hear it you're like I can completely understand this now. That's weird.
Yeah,
It feels weird.
yeah, yeah. Like the Doomstar Requiem. I think the first time we watched it, I didn't get it mostly at all, but I was like, hey, it looked cool, but I
Yeah.
do want to watch it again. And
Yeah,
then we
for
built
sure.
up to it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and watched it at the end, and I was like, hey, I actually understood everything that was happening, and it was great. And
Yeah.
then it's like now I like know all of the lyrics by heart. Listen
Mhm.
to it so many times Could sing it all.
Me too. I fucking love that thing. That thing's so good.
Yeah.
That thing's so good. They had a screening in Los Angeles when it came out too. Because I remember like Jonah Ray tweeting about how great it was, or something like that.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
They should do another one.
Yeah.
And then
Seems like it's done though. I don't know.
Black too.
Yeah. I it's a fucking cool album. I'm very much into it. It was funny. I was like driving around last night and I got home at like 3 and I was and I like pulled up and then turned my car off and then like I was listening to the album.
Yeah.
It's 3 a.m. I turned my car off and at that moment I realized that I'm just blasting this. Like when I was on the highway, like I turned it up, you know, I cranked it, and then I pull up right in front of my house and turn my car off, and then like so the sudden silence, I'm just like, that was probably like really loud. And it's death metal.
You know,
there's nothing creepier than a white guy with facial hair playing death metal. Yeah, you gotta check it out.
I definitely will. Did you ever watch Water and Power, the Channel 101 series?
I think so. I think you told me about it and I looked it up. What was that one? Was that a Roiland one?
It's Harmon and Ridley, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Law and Order procedural, but
yeah,
utilities, water and power. It's great. Everyone should look it up. I'm pitching it pretty fantastically, but if you've seen it,
I'm 90% sure I saw it. That sounds really familiar.
it doesn't, like, all of it doesn't hold up because there's certain parts of it that, you know, all early 2000s, late 90s, 80s, late 70s comedies, a little bit homophobic, transphobic,
Sure.
you know, racist stuff.
Yeah.
But for the product of a time.
Yeah.
Super.
That'll happen.
Like all the tropes are Law and Order. Like there's an old lady in an apartment with a faucet running, and then the cat meows, and then she goes to feed it. Pan over to the faucet running. Dun 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 dun. Like the music kicks in, and it's just like Law and Order. Just because her bill is high.
I think I did see that. I'm gonna watch it.
Ryan Ridley's whole storyline is he's helping the people. That's who he is. He's
I definitely saw this. Yes, I absolutely remember that. And it's like about the cold hard line.
Yeah, it's awful. It's super funny, and it kind of like it gets ridiculous, like all those things do.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, it's still great. There's a or not a channel one. There's a Water and Power Miami also.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Yep. Fucking, have you seen Daryl?
I don't think so.
That is one that was scrubbed offline for quite a while.
All right.
It's online now. Somebody put it back on YouTube. It is a parody of Dexter.
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
Yes. It's so far across the line that it's hilarious to me.
Yeah. You do need to like wear headphones as you watch it.
Yeah. And block your screen from everyone. Like,
yeah.
But oh my god. Like if somebody was offended by that, I'd be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yep.
But I
And
still
also
think it's
that's the whole point.
hilarious. Yeah. It's making fun of that idea that we
yeah, and it
excuse
does it
his
so
serial
perfectly.
killing.
Yeah. And he's a hero.
Yeah. God, it's so fucked up. Especially when he just starts like having sex with the doll.
Oh yeah.
Like it's so gross. That was the year that he started making Community.
Oh wow. All right.
Yeah, that was 2009. And then it disappeared off the internet for some reason.
Oh, weird. Who would have guessed?
It's so funny.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how many he has and how many he's in, and how many like. There's the. Have you seen Exposure? I think it's a trilogy. It's basically about Channel One. It's about getting into Channel One, and it's about him making pilots and getting rejected.
Mm.
And then cut to he's talking about Dan Harmon, and it's Jack Black, and he's drunk and awful.
I should watch
It's
that.
just like clearly in the mind of Dan Harmon thinking that he's successful and a shitbag while these other people are really struggling and he's having to reject their pilots or whatever. Like, and he deals with it by making a 101. What?
Is it recent or?
No, I think it was during acceptable TV time because that's where he is on set.
Yeah.
But they were just like you can find Channel 101 on YouTube now, and like 10 months ago they uploaded a shitload of them.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's kind of how I found Water and Power, and then they're like all 11 or up there, I think.
Yeah, and they're all like terrible quality, right?
Yep. But that's a lot of the fun, I feel like.
Sure, but like today with our H, like my monitor is 4K, so it's like like when that.
Yeah, I guess I'm watching them on my phone.
Yeah, that's not it. Yeah. I didn't even realize my monitor was 4K until like I saw somebody like describing their resolution. And I was just like, oh, that's my resolution. They kept calling it 4K. I was like, oh, I didn't realize that you like add them or whatever.
Yeah. Do you have like video for it that you could try on it? Like, that's what I hear is the big issue now is people don't have shit to put on it.
Like 4K stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, most games are.
Oh, okay.
I think you just push the resolution to 4K. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly, I've been poor for a couple of years, and those years have been the 4K years.
It's coming up fast, for sure. It is. I'm for it.
Yeah.
Let's get some more remasters.
Yeah.
Here they come. Yeah, StarCraft is 4K, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
It looks.
That seems funny.
It's sharp.
Have you seen the Age of Empires? It's I think the original one remastered or 2 remastered or something.
Where it's 4K or whatever.
I think it is. It's really high resolution. Where you can you see the fabric on their clothes moving, the little NPCs.
Oh,
At least as far as I remember, you can see the like capes and stuff. That's what I remember. So maybe I'm exaggerating, and then not as good as I'm saying. But they zoom out, and there's a shitload of people on screen. It's just like ridiculous for the old version of. I don't know. I swear it would get laggy at like 50 if you had too much action and there are 50 things on screen happening at the same time.
Oh, for sure. Like a camel would bake it.
Yeah. 4 elephants.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it. Holy shit. Yeah, wow. Okay. That looks great. It didn't even look that bad before.
No.
Like when they wiped the thing across, I was just like, actually, this looks okay. And oh my God, this looks amazing.
Yeah. And it makes me like, wish and hope that if they're making 4,
Yeah.
that they'll be like, hey, what I would love you to do is make it be like a serious, massive world. Like, if you can have that much happening on a screen at that point, and that's not a strain on anything, see how much you can max that out. Zoom out and zoom in over on this other fucking battle over in Greece.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
just like yeah, taking continents.
yeah, if it's possible on the computer now, like they tried to do that with the Lord of the Rings games, but it never really felt like that. It still, to me at least, it still felt more linear than it needed to be instead of like a constant action thing,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
I would just love a real-time strategy where you can literally take over the world.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
Because we're getting to the point where that should be feasible,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, that's my goal. Uh,
And then
so,
launch some
well,
rockets, go to Mars.
rockets went to Mars.
Um, yeah, I just want to colonize Mars, I guess, at that point.
Oh, you
Eventually,
want
there's
to? Oh, I thought you were changing the subject and said you saw rockets go to Mars, and I was like, we did that.
I guess
I
a while
believe
ago.
it.
A while ago that happened.
Yeah, yeah,
There's some rovers on there.
for sure. Did you um how's your Minecraft job been going?
That starts September 5th. And
Oh,
now it is video game design that I am teaching,
wow, really?
which
Huh.
is better
That's
and
fucking
hopefully will
cool.
be more fun. There is like one Minecraft movie making class I might be teaching, but I think the schedule kind of doesn't, it overlaps, so that one might fall off my schedule. That might have been an accident.
Hmm.
But if they switch that around, then I'll be doing like movies in Minecraft,
That's
which will
cool.
be even weirder.
That's a sweet job. Does it pay
Yeah.
well? Like, are you getting good hours?
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Nice.
enough, but
Nice.
I need more. Like I need a side job. Like I need to get a car, and I need a side job to get that car. You know,
Mm, yeah, for sure. Um,
so that's
get a
kind of where
lottery
I'm at.
ticket. Go get a lottery
I did on Wednesday.
ticket. Well,
Didn't happen.
oh, that's too bad.
Shit.
Shit. um, yeah, that's cool. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's like the video game design we're teaching in is like Scratch and like whatever those the three basic ones. We're going to be using iPads
Mhm.
basically.
Yeah.
So pretty straightforward stuff, and it's following tutorials.
Mm.
Um, but I feel like the exciting thing is teaching video games. Like,
Yeah. And you're probably gonna learn stuff there too.
oh yeah, for sure. Like just by
Yeah.
practice, just by teaching, you learn
Yeah. That sounds like a
what.
fucking great job. I couldn't
Yep.
like wow. I'm jealous. I Uber and
Yeah.
Lyft.
I was thinking about doing that. I was thinking about doing Uber Exchange or whatever, but it's probably not
Oh
gonna
yeah.
happen.
Well, if you could, I would. Why not? You
Yeah.
know, I don't know. Um,
I'm.
that's a good way to get a car.
Yep. That was kind of all I was concerned with.
Yeah.
Like, if I can work enough to pay for it,
Hmm.
works itself out.
Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah. I don't know what else. You got anything
Uh,
else?
did you see the Nintendo World Championships are coming up?
What the hell are those?
I think they did them in 2015. They did them in the 80s was the last time, and then they did them in 2015 as kind of like a callback thing. And then now they're doing them again.
Okay,
And
interesting.
it's the qualifying round is they're happening now, and it's the Game Boy Advance. You have to do Bowser Castle 1 as Bowser with like standard cart. And
What? What game?
oh, Mario Kart 7. I didn't say
Oh,
the
okay.
game specifically. Game Boy Advance level of Bowser Castle 1 in Mario Kart 7 for the
Okay.
3DS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
I missed the step.
Yeah.
um, so you have to play that. And I was playing it for a while and I got my time down like 15 seconds.
In that time.
And then what?
In the time you were playing
Yeah.
it? Like, yeah.
Yeah. And I was feeling good about it. And I was thinking like, oh, I should show up. I should
Yeah.
do this thing.
Yeah.
And then I watched one video because it was like had just announced. I watched one video on YouTube of somebody playing it,
hmm
and then I was like, "Oh, why the fuck do I try? What's this? What's it for?"
Why were they just how less of time did they get than you?
It was over 10 seconds. It was like 12 or 13 seconds less
hmm
to the point where it's a minute and 15 is
Yeah.
the time I've seen, and
hmm
I can do like a minute 25
Okay.
at my best. A minute 26, 7.
That's not impossible. You could shave that down.
Well, the tricks I've seen people using are,
Too complicated for you.
well, I should practice more. But
Mm.
the fact that there's only one person going just kind of made me think in this entire area, Southern California, there's going to be one person who's practicing longer than me. And if one person goes, I should just go and play Mario Odyssey and save this time to
Mario
read a
Odyssey?
book.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when you show up to do the qualifying round, you can play a couple games. I think it's like the new Pikmin and
Oh. Mario
Mario
Odyssey.
Odyssey or something. It's a
Do
couple
that.
games. The one I cared about was Mario Odyssey, obviously.
For sure. Fuck that. That Pikmin game looks so boring.
And
That's
maybe it's
great.
something else better.
That's great
But
that
it
you can
looks
play
fun.
Mario Odyssey. Yeah,
Yeah,
you should compete. Why not? Who knows? Maybe everyone else fucks up so bad that you win.
yeah. If I practice, a little bit,
hmm
it's possible.
Yeah, why not? Do it. Win. Become a legend. Uh, that's cool though that they're doing that.
Yep.
I think PAX is next weekend.
Oh yeah.
Nothing really good.
Axomania.
Yeah, that's fun, and like the panels
Yeah.
are fun. But like as far as gaming news, you don't really get much at PAX. I don't feel like, at least
Right.
for unless you're there and you get to play stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I always just love it for the Paxomania League of Heels thing.
Yeah, I gotta watch that this year. I never end up watching it. I should.
It's pretty fun because I played the shit out of those wrestling games. So when I watch those people play, it's like borderline infuriating because
Because they're not good.
oh, they're fucking awful. That's
Yeah.
why like it gets to a point where like Alex or Dan gets in there and they
And
can just clean
crush.
house
Yeah.
because you're playing a certain game type that is just like, oh, you just have to throw him against the ropes, run and hit him at a certain time. Like you
Mhm.
just have to repeat this move set over and over again that works to get people out.
Yeah.
And you just have to do that. And you just watch people like struggle against each other and you're like, you should be through this in like 7 minutes, maybe. The way this game plays. And
Yeah.
it takes forever because they're all awful. And the commentators all that's all they talk about is how bad they're doing at it because they know how to play,
Yeah,
and they try to tell them what to do.
and
And
they
anybody
don't.
who knows. So,
Yeah,
but it's still super fun
that sounds.
because it's all,
That sounds more
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Like that.
It's not taken
That's a blast.
seriously, and there's like a shitload of action around the actual wrestling stuff. That's
Mhm.
super fun.
Yeah,
And Pat Bear is there, and he's in the bear cave.
I
He's
like
always in
him.
the bear cave.
I like him
Yeah, he's
whenever I
great.
hear him on stuff. He was on this week's Beastcast, and it was like 3 hours, and it was great.
Yeah.
Did you listen to that? That was good.
Um. No, I should. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't know
good.
he was in it.
Yeah, it's a good one. Mostly talking. I mean, they talk a lot about PAX coming up.
Yeah. Right.
Sounds good. Abby is gonna be on the Abby and Ben are gonna be in it this year.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
It's one of my dreams is to be a part of that, and I feel like I I have a belt I can bring when I'm a part of it. I have to like become a thing in order to be there, but
Become
and
a
I
thing.
also have to be there.
What do you mean become a thing?
Oh, I don't know. They just seem to have like people who've made games or something. So I have to
Oh,
like
right.
make a better game than my shitty game.
Well, I mean, with this being your job, I mean that kind of gives you more of an excuse to work on something, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Kind of.
hopefully.
Yeah. Or you could steal one of your kids' games. No,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm the original creator of Poopy Head 3. How old are the kids?
Kindergarten to fifth grade.
Okay.
So kind of depends on the day.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm guessing be, a lot of very like early stuff, just kind of like repeating
Hmm.
beginning game design stuff.
Yeah.
So if I see a prodigy, I'll definitely mention Unity or something. Here's a
Yeah.
here's a
Right.
thing you should actually use. Look into this.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk a couple kids into doing some YouTube videos. Let's get in on that young money.
Yep,
I'm sure
it's
that's
really
kosher. That's kosher. I'm
yeah.
going to my teacher's house to play video games.
Oh yeah, never.
Uh,
What's weird is at my job, like I was invited to birthday parties. I was invited when I was like a substitute at
mhm.
that school. So
Yeah.
I foresee that happening where you're just like you
Uh,
have to be like, oh yeah, I appreciate it, but I can't make it. Like
yeah.
you have to you have to be weirdly polite to a kid. Like you have to
Mhm.
it's like saying no to a party to an adult. And then there's this weird level of they have no idea how fucking weird. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's weird to say no to anything in general, but to just be like, "Oh no, that would be fucking ridiculous." Yeah.
You should just go. We gonna play pin the tail on the donkey in this motherfucker or not? Uh,
Just be super fucking drunk.
yeah. Just trashed. Oh man.
I bought Coke.
Yeah,
Who's got a mirror?
who's gonna anyone got a mirror or a flatbed toy truck we could do this off of? Oh, yeah. So what else is going on?
Mostly I've been fantasizing about what the N64 Classic's gonna be because
It's gonna be limited quantity. That's what it's gonna be.
yeah,
Right now.
yeah, I'm probably getting my hopes up because the Super Nintendo one wasn't real to me. I was just like, oh, it's happening, sure.
Mhm.
There are pictures of it. Sure, it doesn't exist though. But
Yeah.
then it became real, and then I was
Mhm.
like, oh, I should look into this. What is this?
Yeah.
Cool. So now I'm like at the same point with the 64 Classic. I'm like,
That's coming.
what game? Yeah, it has to be. And I don't know if you saw they trademarked the
I did.
controller,
Yes.
so
Yes.
it's like
Yeah.
inevitable. It's happening for sure.
Yeah.
And hopefully by then they'll make enough of them. Like, because that was my system that so I want to play that one.
Yeah.
So mostly I'm glad I got the Super Nintendo one because that's the one with the games I don't have. But
The
the one I have input on games that I would want to play on the 64 version. And I looked back on all of them and I was like, oh, I don't think any of these would be on there because of licensing stuff.
mm,
Like the Nintendo one, sure, I'd be fucking thrilled. Like there's a lot of them, don't get me wrong, but I kind of take those for granted. Like
yeah.
Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo, you're just like, yeah, sure, of
Mhm.
course.
Yeah.
I'll play it again, but also selling way.
Yeah. I've played that on like 8 consoles at this point.
Yeah,
And I literally never beat. I never got like very far at all until the Wii U, and I finally played the whole thing, and it's fucking fantastic.
yeah.
I never had played the whole thing until Wii U. So good, so good.
I forget what I think I played it on Game Boy Advance, maybe.
Mm. Yeah, I had it on there, but again, for some reason, I just like kept like playing like the first like 5 levels, and not going any further.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
good.
know why. Huh?
They're good for that though. I feel like
Yeah. I just felt like I missed the train because I didn't
oh
have a SNES,
yeah,
and yeah, every time I would play it, it's like this kind of feels old, and I don't have nostalgia for it. And,
yeah,
and then at some point, it's just like, oh, it's so old and it holds up so well. It's like just fucking play it, you idiot.
totally.
Like it's everybody's like when people list their favorite games, it's like a bunch of games you love, but then that. So just fucking play it.
Right.
And yeah,
Yeah, I feel that way about A Link to the Past. Like I'm finally gonna get to play that. So
oh yeah, you never played
since that's
that.
coming up. Yep.
That's fucking good. That's a
And
good fucking game.
I think that was the same way. I played that on Game Boy Advance, played it for a little bit, stopped, did that a couple times.
Yeah.
I think since that one's more oriented, I had to like restart it.
Mm,
Whereas Mario ones, I can just like
yeah.
uh,
I get it. Like yeah.
uh,
I I get Mario.
yeah.
You know, that game weirded me out. I thought it was dumb the first time I saw it. And I think that stuck with me.
Which
Like when
one?
I
Mario World?
Mario World, yeah, because I
Yeah.
didn't have it, and I'd only played Mario 1.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, that was maybe I played Mario 3 at that point. I think I might
Three
have played
was so
Mario
good.
3 a little bit
Yeah,
because my cousin
that
had
was
it.
pretty ubiquitous for a while there. Like once it came out, I feel like that was if you could bottle up that feeling. Having played one and I played two, I think I borrowed two or played it at a friend's house, but I never owned two. But one
2
had
was
this vibe. Yeah, two was weird. But
yeah.
if you could bottle up that feeling of playing three for the first time and seeing like the sprites, like these new bright, colorful things versus what had come in the past, like
Mhm.
that was video games turning a corner. Like I feel like they almost didn't turn since or until 3D again with like Mario 64 or something, where it was just like,
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least for me in my life, it was just like, oh, this changed from like blocky bullshit to I'm playing cartoons. These are
Yeah,
cartoons. I'm literally playing a cartoon now, and we're in this.
I felt yeah. Mario 3 did look. Did you know they fucking built a processor into the cart?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had a bit. Yeah, that's why it looks better because they built like more power into the cart that you plugged into the system.
Oh, that's funny. That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, it does. I think it was just more colors or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they only had so many colors. But no, I remember seeing Super Mario World at a friend's house.
Hmm.
Uh, it was that friend whose dad killed himself. and when we played it, he was like playing it, or no, I was like playing the first level. Who cares who's playing it? But when I saw like the football guy throw the baseball,
Yeah.
like I kind of like that gave me like this gross like feeling,
Yeah.
like this was before that time, but it felt like a ROM hack or something, you know?
Yeah. Right.
I didn't
It
like
doesn't
it.
make any sense.
Yeah, but then now in retrospect, it's like you're jumping on mushroom men and turtles
Yeah.
and
None of
uh,
it makes
a sun or a cloud that throws spikes at you, and
sense.
like what game did I think I was playing?
Right. And you
So yeah,
compare it to Sonic, which is the thing it was like competitive with at the time, and it's
that's what I was
equally,
playing. Yeah,
yeah. So it's like, I guess it's not, it's a little less weird in the fact that they're robots powered by real animals. So it's real animals, you're freeing bunnies from these things, but it is still like, it's a fucking weird bee flying in the sky looking, blue bee looking thing.
yeah. It's like why did you
Like,
make Robot B?
yeah. And all it does is like
Like
fly, stop, shoot, and then it's like, ah, that's all I was for.
there's something
Now I
that works
go on.
about that in a way, though. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, no, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's just
Yeah,
like it's just as weird as
for sure.
the
Yeah,
weirdness of
yeah,
Mario.
yeah. That should have just been a drone with a machine gun. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Uh, do we got anything else to talk about?
uh, did you listen to Andy Kindler's State of the Industry thing?
No, I have not yet. I have to
Okay.
listen to that. That's online, right?
Yep, it's good.
Okay. Yeah, I bet.
The the ironic thing is like one, I think it was 1 week before he said there are more people in this room than subscribe to CISO, and then the week after the thing, CISO was dead.
That's what
Like
killed him.
kiss of death. Yep. Andy Kindler decided if he doesn't like it, it's over.
Yeah, that's great. Fucking CISO. Poor CISO.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of mad about it because I wanted it to survive. I wanted it to be successful.
They had a few good things on it.
Yeah.
I really like that Shrink show. Did you ever watch that?
I don't think so. What was that one?
It's called Shrink.
Oh, it was just called Shrink. No, then I didn't see it.
Yes. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Okay.
I watched the whole thing. I enjoyed it. I tweeted Shrink is surprisingly good. And then like it got like a couple likes, and then I looked at one of them and it was the co-creator of the show.
Oh, that's great.
It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of sad. It's like, oh,
It is.
nobody's watching this, are they?
And the show's dead.
Yeah, I liked it
At least.
though. It was a good show. It was like, first of all, one of Bill Murray's brothers is in it. It's like his stepdad,
Oh, all right.
which is a plus. The one that's in Mad Men, he kind of
Yeah.
talks out of the side of his mouth.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you seen Mad Men?
Not far enough to know.
Far
You
enough?
know, I watched a couple episodes,
Oh, okay.
probably. I
Yeah.
think I maybe watched till the end of the first season, and then there was like a cliffhanger, and I was like, I don't know that I care to figure out what the fuck's going on.
I like Mad Men, but yeah.
I feel like it had to win me over. It really had to like, I don't know, cross a lot of boundaries for me to be wanting to commit to it, and I gave it a bunch of time, and then I was just like, I would keep watching this if I wanted to, and I'm not going to. Like, it's like a weird time. It's a weird period of history to focus on, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they I feel like some people did not understand that the message is you realize this is fucked up, right?
Oh yeah,
I feel like a lot of people just saw Don as like a cool dude, and it's like I don't. You guys are not understanding this show.
oh no, he's awful. Like,
Yeah,
it's not. Isn't that the whole point? He's mysterious, but all of the mystery comes from like people putting mystery on him, basically. Like
yeah.
that
He
he
has.
doesn't know. Like, isn't that the backstory? Isn't that what I thought? At least that's why when I got to the end, I was just like, oh, he's got something. People know who he is. He's just a dude.
How
I
did
don't really
season one
care.
end?
I feel like he meets somebody on a train at some point, and then that's kind of like either a trigger to a thing that happens, or that is a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, or maybe he meets somebody and they say his name.
His brother shows up, right? Is that in the first season? His brother
Um,
definitely shows up. At
Maybe I
some
just
point.
didn't press that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely like it, and the ending is great. And Brett Gelman's in the last episode.
Ah,
It's very
okay.
weird. It's very
I'll watch
weird
that
to
one.
see him. Um,
I just usually watch like a season of a show max, and then if I'm addicted, then I will watch
yeah,
the rest of it.
yeah.
It's really
No, I get it. I actually did the same thing. I watched the first season, and then was kind of like, like
good.
it's fine. It's no Sopranos. um, but then for some reason, I think me and Kate started watching it. And we watched the entire thing, and it's great. The ending is um fantastic.
Yeah.
Just wonderful. It is a very cool ending, and you will laugh.
All right.
uh, um,
That.
the ending is very well done. It's very well done. Yeah, it's yeah. But
Would it make sense if I just watched that episode?
I mean, not as much. I mean, it would
Okay.
make sense, but it wouldn't mean as much
Would I
because
laugh?
maybe it's just kind of because like the last like either season or two is kind of like he's falling apart and he needs to be a different person. He can't be who he is anymore. Kind of. And then the way they wrap that up is hilarious and perfect.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, it's very good. It was very yeah. That's worth like watching it, even if you don't like even if you don't like the show, it's almost worth it for that one. I really like how they did that, and it's not in your face at all. And like, I guarantee there's like a good 30% of the population that didn't even understand
Yeah.
what
All
happened.
right.
Um, it's great, and like the show isn't about this mystery. Like that only happens very early, and it almost never comes up again.
Oh, okay.
Like that is not a big part of the show in any way. It's, I mean, it basically becomes like there's a point in the first season where Pete Campbell's like, I'm gonna tell the boss if you don't like he finds out and he's like, I'm gonna tell our boss unless you do this for me. And then Don's like, fuck you. And then he goes and tells the boss, and he's just like, I don't care. This doesn't matter to me. I don't care what your real name is. You make me money. Who gives a shit? Why are you bothering me? I'm pretty sure that's either first or very early second season. But yeah, it's great. Good show.
Yeah, that's a fun way to like kind of shit on your own cliffhanger almost.
Yeah. That was a dumb part of this show. It was like adding this like lost like element to it that is kind of like totally detrimental to the tone.
And I feel like that's almost what turned me off about it, is that I was, depending on when it came out or when I watched it or whatever, I think I had already been burned by Lost.
Mm. Yeah.
So like I had kind of gotten to a point where it's like, you can't, like, I'm not going to give a shit about your mysteries because I don't trust that you're going to pay them off. So
yeah.
it almost makes me mad when you don't tell a story that I can just watch, you know.
And that's what most of the show is. It's just like this continuation like of these people's lives. They're not pure good. They're not pure evil. I mean, they're a product of their time. And like there's one scene. Yes. There's a scene like somebody gets married and Roger, the silver-haired dude, that's very funny. I love that guy. He's in all sorts of stuff now. You know him.
Yeah.
Silver-haired, yeah. He's great and everything. We it just like it cuts into him doing like a blackface like routine on stage.
Holy
like
shit.
In full blackface, like mammy. And it's just like Jesus Christ. Like it slaps you in the face. Like there's no reference to it coming.
Yeah.
They don't like revel in it. It's not like disgusting. It's just like, wow, yeah, these were the times, I guess. Like,
yeah, maybe. Were they still that bad then?
I think that like people in the audience were like, like people were like,
yeah,
he was old at that point. Like he's old in the 60s, so he's from a different time as well. Yeah, that was ridiculous. They didn't like. Yeah, I bet somebody found it offensive, but it wasn't like a joke at the expense of, it was a joke at the expense of him because it's the 60s and he's an old man and you can't do that. That was ridiculous. Good show, though. Good show. You've seen The Sopranos, right?
No.
What? Oh, man. Watch The Sopranos. Forget Mad Men. Watch The Sopranos. Sopranos is fantastic.
I think I watched a few of them way back when, before it was over.
You gotta start from the beginning and just the fucking the pitch for the show. It's just basically a sociopath goes to a therapist. It's basically like, like that's what gets you into the story is, him going to the therapist, and it's the woman from Goodfellas. Have you seen Goodfellas?
Yeah, that's been one.
She's the one that's with Ray Liotta. Is his therapist, which is kind of funny. Like the wife of Ray Liotta in that movie.
Okay, I don't remember.
She's good though. Everyone's good. Sopranos is fantastic. Yeah. Sopranos, The Wire. I think I like Sopranos more than The Wire personally.
Really? Okay, that's a pretty good endorsement.
Well, I thought season 5 of The Wire was awful, and I thought every season of Sopranos is fantastic. I mean, some people
You
don't
like
agree with me on the
you
fifth
like the
season of The
end?
Wire. Of The Wire?
Uh, The Sopranos.
Did I like the end?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was great.
See, I saw that no context,
Yeah.
and because I saw
Oh,
it after people were getting mad about it, and I was just
that's
like, I didn't get why people would be mad. It was just like, oh,
yeah.
whatever.
It's
It's
kind
a
of
show.
spoilery to see that. That's kind of a bummer you saw that.
Yeah, I don't have any idea the context, so it'll just like I'll know going into the last episode, and the puzzle pieces are start going together, and I'll be like, oh, I recognize this place.
Yeah. I mean, it's not super meaningful. It's just basically the idea that like everything it felt like the series is ending, everything is coming to a head. Like
Hmm.
something big is going to happen, surely. And then it's like, no, life just keeps moving on, and everybody is constantly tense because your fucking father's a fucking serial killer.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, it's messed up. Yeah, but
I
Matthew
think I get
Weiner,
that.
yeah, it's good. It's good. People were mad because they're stupid. Like a
Yeah,
lot that show is too popular, and a lot of dumb people watched it for the wrong reasons, and they're too like I'm not saying I'm smart, but they're
it's
very
like
dumb.
the curse of a show, though. Sometimes can be.
Yeah, a popular show. Like look at Rick and Morty this season. What everyone's saying, it's so gross. The talk
Oh
online
yeah.
is so vile. Have you seen any of this?
Not really. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
trying. I try not to follow it. I'm just enjoying the episodes.
yeah, me too. But then like I'll see a thread or something, or I'll see like some posts, and I'll be like, oh, what are they talking about? Oh, how female writers ruin the show, and how it's not funny anymore, and how like, and it's like an overwhelming amount of people saying this. It's not just like one or two nerds. It's
Yeah,
it's disappointing because it's like this season's been awesome. That
yeah,
first episode, Pickle Rick, the superhero
yep,
episode, that last one with
yep.
Jerry was so good too.
Yeah,
I hate everybody.
I
That's why
know,
we can't have good things.
I know. But hopefully, all those people will just fucking stop, and then the show will kind of like level out back to
That'd
great,
be
like
nice.
back to don't fucking stress yourself out about those people. Fuck them. If anything, make an
Mhm.
episode where you explicitly tell those people to fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, Harmon even went on a tirade on his on Les Harmontown about it.
Oh, I
But
probably saw that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's tonight. That
Oh,
starts.
live?
Yep,
Oh
starts
man. What
at 8. Well, 8 my time.
so in an hour?
Yeah, in at
Hmm.
the end of this hour.
Maybe I should watch it. I should what is it, $5 a month?
Yep, I think they do a. No,
Maybe I
maybe
should
they
do that.
don't do a free trial anymore. They did for a while, but
Hmm. I think I got the free trial already. Or no, I got like a couple months when I bought Harmontown the movie.
oh sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Looking forward to tomorrow's episode. Last Game of Thrones tomorrow too.
Oh yeah, I'm like three
Third
episodes
season.
behind,
Oh yeah.
caught up.
This show has like stopped being like like super political and talky and started being like almost an action movie, and it's fun, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't feel like
Did
Game
you
of Thrones
see?
that much to me.
Did you see Spencer Crittenden breaking it down? That
No, what do you say?
he was just like he's like, don't be surprised. It's because he's like, it's almost like it's a show where there were books that they were basing it on, And it's almost like the books weren't done yet, so all they have to base it on is an outline for that book that's not done yet. It's almost like a TV show. So now it just reverted back to being like an action-y TV show or whatever.
Yeah.
His whole thing was just like, think whatever you want to think, but don't be blown away that this is happening. It's what did you expect to happen? There's nothing like the book's not done yet, so they don't have that to base it on. It just
Yeah.
is going to become, it's going to hit these plot points, and then it's going to go out, basically.
I hope he finishes the book before the last half of the show comes out, the last half of the season.
Is there more? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, there's 7 more episodes coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is like, so this is like half of. I feel like that's why they split it up, honestly, because he wasn't done with the book, and they're like hoping he'll fucking finish it, so that they can actually end it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They could special edition it if nothing else. Go back.
Yeah,
Retcon. People will forgive.
Yeah, maybe. I still find it enjoyable, but there's I don't know. There's like there'll be scenes where I'm like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or there'll be a fight and it'll be like 5 minutes and it's over and nobody talked about anything. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it sounds boring, but I've come to that show to have people like have political discourse about dragons or whatever, basically.
Yeah. That's what you're in for.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss
Seeing all
that.
the things happening and like here's the politics of this person. Like there was some of that happening,
Yeah.
but definitely not on the level of like intrigue, you know. It's not intriguing.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the same way that it was and used to be.
And Daenerys is like, I don't know how to feel about her anymore. I'm confused about what they're doing with her character because it's
Don't spoil it for me because
oh right,
I know one big thing that happens, but I don't want to.
you should watch it. Get on that.
Oh, yeah, if I had access, I would, but
Do you not have an HBO account? HBO Go?
No, I don't.
Do you want the information for one?
Yeah. I'll watch.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't I give you that earlier? I hope I have it written down somewhere. It's Turner's mom's password. But as many, like, there's no limit to how many people are watching at the same time or signed in or anything like that. So yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I've been using that for a while. But
Turner's mom owes me anyway. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'll try to find that.
Cool.
And yeah, let's call it because I have to pee.
All right.
Okay. Anything else, or you good?
Homework. See if anyone write the word will over and over again, and then see if that jogs anything in your memory, and see if you like think anything when you do that. Anybody at home who's listening?
Will?
And then we'll I don't know. I just had this experience where I was doing it. That was the last thing on my list.
Right, will?
I should have brought it up earlier. Okay. Well, I was writing the word will over and over because I was writing a sentence word by word, and then I went down,
Mm-hmm.
And then I was writing will,
Mm-hmm.
and I kept, as I was writing it, realized doodly do death clock, doodly do death clock.
Why?
Like the pace that I was writing was the exact pace of the opening to the Death Clock theme. So if anybody else has that happen, I would like to bond with somebody over there. Writing matching up.
I forgot about that theme. How it's like just doodly Doodly death clock.
Doodly doo doo death clock. Doodly doo doo death clock.
Oh God, I wish that show went on forever.
Yep. It should be.
That's
Should be still on.
it's disappointing. Oh well. What do you
Yep.
gotta do?
Live.
Live. Maybe call in a bomb threat to Adult Swim. Don't do that, please. Somebody called the bomb threat into the YMCA. I was walking by it and the cops were like surrounding it with dogs and stuff.
Sure.
I'm like, what the hell? And I heard him explaining to somebody else. Somebody called it a bomb threat, and I just thought, has anyone called it a bomb threat and there was a bomb like ever?
Yeah.
Like even once?
Do you typically threat when there's actually a bomb?
Yeah. That's what I was gonna. I was gonna make a tweet that reference like suicide in that way, but I decided against it. Whereas like, anyone that says they put a bomb in the building isn't really gonna do it.
See, I thought you were gonna go for it's the building calling, threatening
Yeah.
suicide, call for help. That's
God.
who's behind this. It was the YMCA
The
itself
building.
calling.
It's depressed. There were a bunch of kids
There's a
like
bomb. It's totally gonna blow up. I swear.
yeah.
Actually,
Huh.
yeah.
What? Wait, what?
Oh, nothing. We're good.
Okay.
You already said you had to cover that.
Okay. All right. So that's this episode. And we'll see you next time. I'm Justin.
I'm still Derek.
Have yourselves an evening.